See my comments. All right, I'm just testing this. Let me know in the comments if you can see me, if anybody is on. It's been a long time. I'm testing my remote stream software. See how it goes. Okay, we seem to be running here. All right, testing, testing, testing. Good stuff. So, how you doing? Let me know in the comments. Can you hear me? Can you hear me clearly now? Let me know. Yo, yo, yo. What's up? Long time. Can you hear me? Let me know. Say you can hear me. Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. Let me know how clear it is. Okay, it's visible. Good, good, good. All right, good, good. Can you hear me? In the comments. Let's see. Can you hear me? All right, it's been a while. Been a while. All right, let's get this into shape. All right, where are you, man? Right now, okay, good, good, good. Okay, so you can hear me. Good stuff. Right now, I'm in South Florida. I'm in a place called Delray Beach, Florida. And I decided to come down here and spend about 4 months to see how it is. So I rented this place around here. And I don't know, I'm going to be positioning things depending on how I feel. But this is the first stream. And I plan to do regular streams going forward. So that's good news, I think. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so much has happened since I last spoke to you guys. Number one, we see AI tools are coming out. We're starting to see them in all kinds of other tools, seeing AI in web development, AI in coding, we're seeing AI in image development, so much more. So what we're seeing big vendors. I don't know if you saw, I did a couple ads for Wix. So Wix is a big vendor. They've integrated AI into their new product, the Wix Studio thing. And it's not just them, you're seeing everybody do it. So it's kind of following along as I suspected it would. We are going to see more and more AI integrations into existing products, which will just help speed up the whole web development process. It's not going to replace coders anytime soon. All right, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks for joining the stream. It's been a long time. Open source models are improving. Wadi says, with regards to what? AI, or let me know what you say. What do you mean by that? What you're referring to? Yeah. Here we go. So we got the usual. I recognize some people loud and clear. Okay, good, good, good. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. So I'm in a different location now. It's supposed to be very good internet. We'll see. So one of the things I'm doing, if you're curious, I'm down here to escape the cold of Montreal, but I'm also here to scout out South Florida to see if I might want to live here. We'll see. Mohammed, how are you, man? Hey, Steph, can you give 6 impressive project ideas to display on a developer's portfolio website? Are clone websites any good? What I would do, if you can, I would go out and find a few small businesses, local nonprofits, and offer to do some work for them for free. The most important thing is you want to show real world work on real projects as opposed to personal projects. Unless the personal project happens to be deployed live on the web and has users, then that works as well. So yeah, that is my advice to you. So impressive projects are projects that just are well executed, look polished, look finished. Do you develop video games? I don't develop video games. In my Python course, I show you how to create simple games. but I'm not a game developer by any means. So here we go. It's working fine with my 1070 for free. I got good images. You got it, Whitey. You got a stable diffusion. What is that? That's an AI stable diffusion? Let me know. I'm not familiar with that. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you can give a thumbs up, you know how the Google algorithms are, that would be very much appreciated. So, yeah. Yeah. So, don't be afraid to ask me questions. Anyway, let's get back. Real quick comment here. So, on AI, when ChatGPT first hit the scene, I was telling people not to worry too much about it when there's a bunch of doom and gloomers. And what I predicted has come to pass, right? AI being integrated, being used to speed up the process. It's also opening up a lot of possibilities. If you could become aware of the AI landscape, not become necessarily an AI developer, but be a developer who leverages AI, whether to make your code cleaner or to improve your design, or whether you're just implementing AI facilities for your clients, that would make sense as well. Yeah. So I'm actually going to be putting out more content on AI in the mentoring program and on here as well. Teach people how to use AI in their day-to-day work. I'm talking about deployed personal projects. Yeah, just projects that what makes a project impressive, a lot of it has to do with whether and how well it's executed. That's what's impressive about it. So it's not really the subject necessarily. Although, if you develop a piece of software that appeals to a certain industry, like, I don't know, coffee shops. Some piece of software that coffee shops, just as an example, might find interesting. So if you present that to a coffee shop owner or business, they may be more impressed because they'll understand the implementation. Steph, I started learning coding recently and currently just started touching upon JavaScript. It's a big jump in terms of difficulty for me. I'm constantly feeling demoralized. Is this normal? It is, because you're learning something new and you have to give your brain time to absorb the information. You're literally going to be creating new synaptic connections in your brain. So that's why I recommend you do a little bit of writing code, write code every day, even if you don't understand it. Minimum 20 minutes a day, 4 to 5 days a week, maximum 4 hours a day. If you do that on a regular basis, you'll see one day you'll wake up and all the stuff that seemed complex to you will become easy. So don't give up, just do a little bit every day. Keep writing code, and you will eventually have understanding. So don't give up, you'll be there. I am 60. Is it too late to become a coder? No. Coding is not hard on the body, so as long as you keep yourself healthy, physically and mentally, eat good food, exercise, and keep working your brain, yeah, for sure, why not? Why not get into it? Hey, high season, live from Florida. How's the sun treating you? You're missing out on the beautiful white 30 centimeters of snow in Montreal. Yeah. Believe me, I heard. Yeah, it's pretty good. So I drove down here from Montreal. So I bought a car, an SUV, specifically to drive down to Florida. I wanted a self-driving vehicle. So I bought something called a GV70, and it's fantastic. Transforms the whole experience of driving. When you're on the highway, the self-driving car takes care of 99% of the driving. So I'm sitting there in my car, having a coffee, it's driving, listening to music, talking to friends, podcast. Um, I got a massage chair so I can get massages as I'm going down the highway, so that's pretty cool. Uh, I also have heated and cooling seats so I can heat my back, cool my back, heat my back, cool my back. So it's fantastic, great trip. So I made it down to Florida and I'm testing things out. Yeah, it's pretty good. Where I am now, Delray, High Seas & Co. is far superior to where I was last time. It is not even close. We can talk about details in another time. But yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, well, 2,000 videos later, I'm finally figuring out this game, right? It's easier. Wadi says, it's easier now for new beginners to make a web app thanks to AI. Yes, it's easier. I'm new and made 3 big apps till the moment with Flutter on Unity and with Mern. Very good. Very good. Keep working on it. Keep working on the tools. I'm all for it. What you're going to find out as you dive deeper into development, that coding is just a part of the process. In fact, it's almost like the last part of the process when you become a serious developer. Now, there's coders. People will just, like, for example, write Python's code to automate a 3D Studio Max application or something. But then there's developers. A developer actually builds apps or maintains apps. And coding is part of the process for sure. There's a lot of other things involved in coding that come into it. So I'm all for AI being able to help there. California Commercial Beekeeper. Great program. Studioweb gets you going to understand, puts you to the code. I had pink waving face, blue smiling. I guess that's not coming in. Your emoji's not coming in. California Commercial Beekeeper. I'm glad Studioweb is useful for you. And we worked on it for years. Is a camera following you, or am I losing it in the code? Oh no, that's this table. I rented a luxury place, and this table is kind of rickety. That's the table. My apologies. Cody says, good evening, Uncle Steph. Hope you are well. I'm doing fantastic. It's been a while since I streamed. Here's a lesson for you guys. Well, first of all, I hope it's clear. Here's a lesson for you guys. When I was doing regular streaming, when I was consistent, I would get 250, 300 people on a stream, live, concurrent. I'm not complaining. We're only 53, but I can understand. Where was Uncle Steph for months? So, yeah, many, many months, almost a year. But I'm back. Yeah, anybody, you haven't given me the thumbs up, please do so. I would appreciate that. It helps with the Google algorithms. Cool video. Good. If you were beginning to code in 2024, what would you learn? I would learn the web stack because it offers the most flexibilities in terms of jobs and also offers the most flexibility in terms of the type of development you can do. You can do super nerdy back-end infrastructure type of coding with the web stack and development, or you can do more front-end, you can do front-end GUI, design-oriented stuff. Yeah, so you have that flexibility, which would appeal to different psychologies, different people, personality types. Less sleepy, we'll DM you. Yeah, feel good. Well, I drove here, I took my time driving down. First day was in Allentown, Pennsylvania. We just came in, slept, left. Second day, we went to Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, beautiful city. I put up some videos. That was cool. And then we went to St. Augustine, Florida, which is a resorty town, which was kind of cool. One of the oldest, I think that town was established in 1558, almost as old as me. And then we're down in Delray now. So yeah, despite all that driving and traveling, I'm feeling pretty good. Hey Rudy, how are you? Watching from Washington State. Rudy remembers. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, in the comments, put where you're watching from right now. It's always fun to know from where in the world this is happening. Yeah, it's a table. Jesus, sorry about that. I'm gonna put it on. I got another table over here. It's yeah. What's the best stack for freelancing? LAMP. Pen tester and C coder checking in from Palm Beach County, Florida. Your channel rocks. Hey, I appreciate that, Mitchell. Neighbor, Palm Beach, just up the street. Very cool. Yeah, I like your state. So I've been in Florida about 6 days now, and I drove down with my friend, and so a couple of years ago, a buddy of mine said, "Yeah, there's this guy who sells stone crab, which is a delicacy here down in Florida. He sells it on the side of the road, on the side of the highway. So he's got like a white van. He sells it on the side of the highway." And I was told the guy was a little bit unbalanced. Anyway, so I went on the web and I typed in "man who sells stone crab on side of highway in Florida." And I found him. I got a number on Reddit. And then I called up the guy and I said, his name is Nick. I said, "Hey, is this Nick?" And he goes, "What?" They go, "You still sell stone crab?" And he told me what he sold. Anyway, I went and got stone crab from him and I ate 3 pounds of stone crab. It's fantastic. Mac Studio versus MacBook on clamshell mode. I want to set up my home desk and I'm deciding between the two. Do you have a take on this? Well, if you're coding, the Mac, even the MacBook Air is plenty powerful if you're coding. Just have 16 gigs of RAM or more and lots of hard drive, lots of SSD drive. Studio is like, it's overdoing it for coding. You don't need it. You can get an Air or get a MacBook. Works good. All right. What are your thoughts on selling PHP apps on platforms like Code Canyon? I don't know. I haven't looked at Code Canyon. What you should do is look for reviews on Code Canyon, check out, see who's selling what. I would imagine that Code Canyon, it would be a niche market. You'd have to test it out. There might be more lucrative things you could do, but I'm not sold on that. That was a thing like 20 years ago, 15 years ago. You could do that kind of stuff where you write little apps, sell them, people would buy them from you, put them on their sites. But I don't know if those days are still around. Savannah is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. You saw my videos. I took some videos in some of the parks. Fantastic place. Lone Legal. Principal engineers handle the planning, architecture, design, and they write the logic in plain English. Entry-level junior developers turn the logic written by the lead into code. That's, yeah. Toronto-ish, Canada. What's that? You got me out of context here. London. Oh, Toronto-ish. Okay, where are you from? Okay, London. Lebanon. Oh, very cool. Argentina. Nice. You got a new president. Apparently I saw. San Mateo, California. Very cool. Sonoma County. Hammond, India. Ah, very good. Indiana, excuse me. Hammond, Indiana. There we go. Very good. Palm Beach. Yeah. It's the ultra elite up there. Palm Beach. I've been following you since 2020. Hey, very cool. I appreciate that. Thanks. Well, I plan to do a lot more lives. Ope Lawao, I hope I said that right. Watching from Nigeria. Very cool. Sounds amazing. The crab. Oh, yeah. It was fantastic. Yeah. I'll send you a photo. We had like a bucket of it. It was great. If you decide to come down, we'll go see the guy. He's a pretty funny character too. If you donate to his cats, he makes them very happy. Try some starfruit while you are in Florida. Starfruit, okay, that's cool. I did try the key lime pie, although I don't eat much sugar. So, Indonesia, what's up? Hey, Randy, how are you, man? I'm down in Florida. I'm in Delray Beach right now. And this camera is shifting. That's a focus briefing. Yeah, so I'm down in Delray Beach right now. UK. Hello, Uncle, and everyone. Question, how can one effectively migrate a table from development to staging to production using MySQL or any other database? I'm concerned about scalability for larger applications. Well, I wouldn't be so concerned about scalability. Just make sure your tables are properly indexed. So when you're launching your first app, I wouldn't be so concerned about scale. These days, app servers are so powerful, you would have to really be successful to worry about scaling, especially if you deploy on a VPS. If you deploy on a VPS, a virtual private server, they can just click a button, they can up your CPU and your RAM pretty darn quick. PDQ. Migration. Well, it depends. There are tools for that. Now, if you're hosting on a platform or uses like cPanel, for example, you can actually just point and click tools, and you can have the new installation suck the MySQL from the old and set it up. You can do that. And there are also dedicated software. There are database management software that works with MySQL and other databases. There's one called, I think I have it here. What's it called? Anyway, there's software out there. I forget the names that you can license for $50, and they will allow you to migrate and manipulate your databases. Very powerful. What was it called? If I remember it, I'll say it. There's a piece of software I used to use all the time. That's fantastic for that. Have you seen the new GTA trailer? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. That's looking pretty good. I might get that. You never know. Watching from Leeds, UK. Very cool. Renee says, what's up, Uncle Steph? Well, I'm up. I'm awake. I hope everything is well. Oh, long one. Code long and profit. There we go. Yeah. Long Legal. What are the best resources and people to learn architecture, system design, planning from? Senior developers. That's the best resource. I want to learn principal engineering skills, but coding part's easy, especially with AI. Yeah, I would learn. You have to learn your basics of coding no matter what, even if you're using AI, because AI is not perfect, won't make mistakes. I would get into, there's a book, there's a link under this video on refactoring. Refactoring will teach you how to write better code, cleaner code. That's a start. And you also want to get into something called design patterns. Design patterns will teach you how to structure code and applications more effectively. Very important questions. Is poutine really different from fries? Well, poutine is fries with gravy and cheese on top. So it's fries plus plus, to borrow from C++. T. Gates, do you offer a course of study to help a 50-year-old change careers from investment operations to coding? I want to be able to work remote from anywhere is my goal. Yeah, 100%. Check out below. There's a link below, or just go to unclesteph.com. I have a mentoring program, and we have total beginners. We have people of all ages. I even have CTOs, chief technology officers on there. I have a lot of people who are experienced as well who want to move from working for somebody to becoming an independent developer, freelance, maybe SaaS. I have some people doing SaaS developments, their own SaaS work. Yeah, definitely. My mentoring program is all about really just building careers and getting people up and running. The main advantage, you get the mentoring. We have bi-weekly live coaching sessions. I'm always there. MySQL Workbench, PHP MindMin. Yeah, you'd have to check if they have that capability in terms of moving databases around. What was it called again? I'll put it in the comments if I remember. But just look it up. Just look up MySQL management tools. And there's one is really good. It's very, very mature. It's been around for years. It's not expensive. Greetings. How are you? Ludra. Ruda M. Valendia Calderon. There we go. Anybody in the area that would like to meet up and get to meet Stefan? I'm in. Are you in South Florida, Ludra? Who's in South Florida? Put in the comments. If you guys are in South Florida, we'll do a meetup in live in South Florida. Greetings from Pacific Northwest. Hey, very cool. High Season says, it's fries on steroids. Yes, Putin's is fries on steroids. That's one way of describing it. Uncle Steph needs water. What's the appropriate attitude a developer must have when it comes to bureaucracy and hierarchy in the work environment, generally speaking? Good question. Mohammed, question of the evening so far. You have to understand a big part about being successful in the development world is having good communication skills and how to navigate that. You know what? Since the kickoff of the brand new live stream show, we're going to do something that High Season Co. will find very appropriate. So, very professional here. Hold on. Hold on. All right, guys, I'm back. Okay, High Season. Is this any good? I'll put it here. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, handcrafted. So I don't drink beer very often, but in celebration of the event, here we go. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for joining the stream. Don't drink unless you're of age. Here's a tip. I ruined a computer once. Never keep your drinks beside your laptops. Always keep them far away. I once went and fried a laptop. Okay, what's the appropriate attitude? I'm going to answer Mohammed's question. What's the appropriate attitude a developer must have when it comes to bureaucracy and hierarchy in the work environment, generally speaking? You're going to have to learn to navigate that. Ultimately, what's going to help you succeed in the corporate environment is your ability to work with other people. You have to learn to navigate that corporate lifestyle. It can be pretty bad. So I recommend learning interpersonal skills, developing them, make yourself useful to people around you. But you have to manage your how you conduct yourself so you don't become the whipping boy, I guess you want to call it. Yeah, so yeah, it's about psychology, it's about interpersonal skills, it's about helping people, not offending, but don't let them push you around as well. I hope that helps. Yeah, check out my Lizard Wizard course if you need to understand how people's brains works. Yeah, poutine. If you guys don't know, poutine is a French fry, gravy, and cheese dish that is invented in Quebec, Canada, where I am from, and High Season Co. was lived there for several years. We were neighbors. I cannot hear what Stefan is saying. Can someone please put in chat if he will be meeting with YouTube followers in the area I'm in? Luder cannot hear me. Can you guys hear me? Can everybody hear me? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. Just speak sure. I think you can. I think Lud's having problems. Yeah, let him know. Yeah, I'll do a meetup. If you guys are in South Florida, we can do a meetup over the next few weeks. That's not a problem. I'm down here for many months, in fact. That would be fun. Yeah, that would be fun. So yeah, let me know in the comments below how many people are in South Florida area. We'll do a meetup. What is your keyboard of choice? Logitech. I use this Logitech keyboard. It's fantastic. Apple keyboards are pretty good too, but if you're on Windows, I would get the Logitech keyboard. Again, for High Season Co. IPA. Is it a good idea to try breaking into tech as a React developer? If there's jobs around, go watch my previous videos where I talk about the steps. I outline the steps of how to become a developer, how to get into it. It's not so much about the tech, it's more how you present yourself and what you could show. Now, if you're in your area, React is in high demand, then use React, do React. I assume you guys can hear me clearly. I'm actually, instead of using a professional mic, I'm just using the mic on the MacBook Air for this, believe it or not. I think it's pretty good. Let me know how the sound is. Sound pretty good or does it sound crap? Chris Christie, is it a good idea to break into tech as a React developer? I think we got that one. Yeah, answer that. Chebrubin, what do you think when the boss asks you to start clocking code level transactions when you were just coding features? Clocking code level transactions. Can you define what you mean by that? Clocking code level transactions. Are you saying he's asking you to line item track the time it takes you to implement a particular piece of code? Ah, Lude's in South Florida. Okay, I guess you can hear me. So if you're in South Florida, I'm in Delray Beach. So we'll start coordinating in the comments under this video. In the comments under this video, put in all caps, I'm in Florida, want to meet, something like that. All caps, if I'm thinking will allow you. And then we'll start organizing it and we'll do something. Why not? We got a couple of people in my Discord who actually are in Florida as well. You can join my Discord channel below, by the way. Putin seems like an artery clogger. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. What do you think of PHP Programming by Kevin Tetzel, an O'Reilly book? I don't know that book in particular, and I don't know Kevin, but if it's O'Reilly, it's probably a pretty good book. O'Reilly is very good. Now, if you want to learn the basics of PHP, I would suggest you do my interactive course, but O'Reilly is a very good book. The apartment looks great, by the way. Yeah, it's a great condo. Good size. It's like 1,500 square feet. I'm a couple of blocks from the main strip and Atlantic. I'm walking distance from the ocean. It's a good spot. We think we know what's happening back there. Laugh out loud. Hey, Christy, how are you? Aloha. I hope everything is well with you. I hope you looked at that low carb thing I talked about. Yeah. I'm down in South Florida now. Christy is from Hawaii, a place I should visit very soon. Does smoking weed help with coding? Probably not. Might help you come up with ideas, but I'm not a weed person. Everybody's different. A good friend of mine, he smokes weed. He does great. Me, I had a weed experience once with Mr. High Season. It transformed my perceptions of reality. It did. But it's not something I would do on a regular basis. By the way, in Canada, weed is legal. I don't smoke it, and I don't take it, but yeah, it's good. Okay, good. Craig approves emphatically a classic. Oh, very good. So you like the IPA. That's good. It's pretty tasty. Yeah, it's pretty tasty. Nice. You know, for many, many years, I would buy all this expensive lighting and all this kind of stuff. Now I'm just using room lighting here if you're interested, High Season. Cheers. Yeah. Thanks for joining the stream, by the way. It's always fun. Cheers, everybody. Yeah. Uncle Steph is getting drunk because he's a lightweight. California commercial beekeeper, person turquoise waving. All right. It's Hunter. How are you, man? It's been a while. Good to see you back. Yeah, I'm going to be back. The plan is to start doing regular streams again now that I'm down in South Florida. If you guys didn't know, I had a bit of a long COVID event, I guess, a neurological issue, and it put me off my game for a long time. But I'm here, and down in Florida, it seems to really help me out in that regard. Cheers. Chio. I need to try that someday, yeah. Are passwords going to get extinct? I would say they should be, personally. I would do biometrics, fingers or scans, and I would do 2FA with 2FA with authenticator apps, but biometric is much better. And I also do with secret questions like your favorite band, or what song do you like, or the name of your first boyfriend or girlfriend, that kind of stuff. So that's very hard to crack that. So I would get rid of passwords over time personally. Yes. I forget the question. It's been so many. Sorry, guys. Sound okay here? Okay, it's about the sound. Okay, thumbs up 5 times 5. Okay, good. Sounds good. All right, cool. Thanks. Say me some poutine, laugh out loud. I am from Morocco, and you can say not nearby. No, no. I like to visit Morocco, actually. Cheers. I have a Pilsner beer again, Pilsner Urquell. I never heard of it. I have a brewery not far from my house. Ah, very cool. Um, yeah. It's been almost a week since I stopped eating rice to lose weight, and it has been totally worth it. Ah, fantastic. Yeah. Low carb, man. Low carb is the key. It could be awkward if one mistaken poutine with Putin. That aside, I definitely want to try poutine in Canada someday. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. You got to get it in Quebec, though. I don't know. I don't know. High Season Co. may tell you if it's any good in Toronto. Could be. Uh, there is some echo, but overall I can hear you well. Yeah, it's a big room. It's the ceilings are like 15 feet high, and it's a big room. Yeah, I didn't bring my professional mics. Maybe I should have. I don't know. What are we doing here? Already 30 minutes. Time flies. Performance monitor. LGs make really good monitors. BenQ is supposed to send me a couple of monitors, so we'll take a look at those when they come in. The Mac mic is a bit teeny. However, it is better than most laptop mics. Yeah. I do have some portable mics. I'll try it in the next stream. We'll see how that goes. Have you looked at potential of self-host LLMs? The OpenAI API can be quite unreliable in terms of responses. Sometimes it doesn't respond at all. Yeah. I had a friend who was doing that, but it's expensive. You have to buy some heavy-duty hardware, heavy-duty, I think he was using heavy-duty graphics cards, right, from NVIDIA. So you could do it. I'm not sure how well it would work, though. I've never done that. What are your thoughts on the future of software engineering? I think it's here for a long time. I think that AI is just going to shift where we put our time. I've seen this type of technology evolution a few times before. Great. Next question. How to kill a narcissist boss? Just kidding. Good luck with that. Currently, I'm utilizing dependency injection in my Node.js boilerplate. Dependency injection, by the way, is one of my favorite design patterns. Very cool. Why? Because dependency injection is basically a non-brittle way of adding functionality to your application. It's very cool. I am planning to incorporate it into my upcoming projects as well. It is also suitable for larger dev. Is it also suitable for larger dev teams? Of course, I love dependency injection. So that's a great. No, Node is not suitable for transaction coding. I can't deny or confirm that. I've never done that with Node. Hey, Steph, how are you? Well, actually, this is the official salute. I'm new to learning HTML and CSS. Any recommendations or tips to improve fast? Yes, write a bit of code every day. That helps. You want to write a bit of code. Actually, write it every day, even if you don't understand it. And just keep writing, keep writing, keep writing. When you get a piece of code to work, break it and see how it affects your page. This is going to teach you more and more about coding. And of course, I'm going to have to shamelessly promote my interactive HTML course. Take a look down below. Hey, Anissa, how are you? Some of the old school people are back. Being able to feel your legs is overrated anyway. That's true. That's an old story. I have to leave it to another stream. How are we doing here? All right, 39 minutes. Do you think it's necessary to learn TypeScript nowadays? No. If you want to learn it, good, but it's not necessary. Weed will limit your programming, and Ruby kills the pain too. We will limit you to programming in Ruby and kill the pain too. Kills the pain, yeah. Blessings, Stefan. Hope we can meet, and other YouTube followers as well. Good night. Bonne nuit. Very cool. Yeah, comment below if you want to do a meetup in South Florida. Let me know. We can set something up. Welcome from Hamburg, Germany. Hey, very cool. I'm making a news aggregator in JavaScript. Let you optionally see response time from the API, and I'm working on showing the response size in bytes. Think that might be a decent portfolio project? Yeah, why not? Make sure it looks good, so when the code is being executed, it looks nice. Believe it or not, even though you're showing your coding skills by having a nice visual presentation. So when the feeds pop up, use a little CSS animation or something. That would be good. Yeah, that sounds like an interesting project. Why not? But again, I would say, Trent, spend more time trying to find real projects to work on, even boring WordPress stuff, because you want to show that you can work with people. Let's start learning backend for frontend. Quebec is the best poutine in the world, no contest. Okay, so there you go. So, Hi Z's and Co. Used to live in Quebec. Now they live in the province beside it called Toronto, so they would know. Quebec is the inventor of, that's where it comes from, poutine. Lafayette, I mean monitoring some Java code for performance metrics. Oh, I forget the question originally. Chebrubin. Yeah, I would do that sometimes. When I used to write Java, when I had my dating app, I would monitor operations and stuff to see if I could find any bottlenecks. Most of the time, when you're developing applications, web apps, most of the time, the bottlenecks are going to be related to a database access, specifically reads. So you want to optimize your queries so that they're as fine-grained as possible. And you also want to limit the number of times you hit the database, because it's a very expensive operation in terms of CPU. Yeah, so there you go. That's where understanding good database design, normalization is very handy. Yeah, and also just indexing your tables, basic stuff. Would data structures and algorithms be a key focus for entry-level software engineers? It depends, Josh, on the program. I am not a huge data structures and algorithms dude, because from my 30 years of experience, it's going to be 30 years in January, I found that beyond the basic data structures, collections, arrays, strings, ints, and custom data structures that you create with objects, as long as you understand what they do, you don't have to get crazy good at it. If the only time extreme data structure knowledge becomes super important is if you're working on really big data sets where you need high efficiency. Same thing with algorithms, so I wouldn't put too much emphasis on that. Depends on the type of development you're doing too. Steph, is it okay to learn OOP and proceed to Laravel, or make MSC from scratch before Laravel? Okay, so what I would do is just go to my old site, killerphp.com. You go, just type in on Google, Killer PHP Object-Oriented Programming, or OOP, and it appears. It has a 20-step tutorial on OOP. You create classes, and you instantiate them, and you learn the basic principles, the why and the whens. Do that. So it's free. It's 20 steps. I wrote that 10,000 years ago. It's still relevant. The only thing that's different is a variable declaration in there. But yeah, just do it. And then from there, jump into Laravel. Just use Spring Boot 3 for dependency injection. Yeah. Hey, DevMan123. I'm a dual citizen and a remote software developer in Canada. I'm going to Florida for a work trip next month. Do you recommend living there for part of the year or the whole year? Thoughts? Well, DevMan123, that's the question I'm answering here. That's why I'm down here for 4 months, and I want to see how I like it. I'll let you know after 4 months. A moderately powerful graphics card can run usable LLMs locally. My 4 gig AMD cards runs most 7B LLM models using GPT-4, all local AI, etc. So now James Hickman has experience in that. I don't, so I would defer to him. I like companies that want contractors in the office. Infinity Use says, should you utilize CSS frameworks when freelancing? 100%. Use frameworks. One of my top 3 rules of development: number 1, reuse. Number 2, reuse. Number 3, reuse. So you want to reuse code as much as possible. So yeah, frameworks is code. I'm spending a lot of time with Golang, but a lot of people saying I should learn something like C# or Java to get a job. Do you think I will be able to find work with Golang? What you should do is just go to the job sites and type in Golang jobs and see how many pop up. Back end for front end using Spring Mono and functional Java. I'm not sure it's a question. Do you speak French too? Bien sûr, je parle français. Je suis québécois. Je parle français pas parfaitement parce que c'est pas souvent que je parle français, mais je peux parler français. Je comprends le français meilleur que je parle. Mais avec la pratique, le français retournera. David McKee says, so if I want to get into network automation and learn and need to learn Python, can I use your course right? Well, if you want to learn Python very quickly, yes, my course is it's interactive. I'm pretty confident you'll learn. I know you'll learn a lot of Python very quickly, and then you can jump into whatever you want. Brian Tran says, thank you for your videos, by the way. Hey, I appreciate it. No, it's my pleasure. I am in a fortunate enough position where I can do what I want. So I do this because it's fun. I miss the lives, by the way. I have to catch some of the show on the replay. I've got some client work due in addition to my 2 jobs. All right, Hunter. Thanks for dropping by. We'll see you soon. How we doing here? 68. Yeah. Our thumb game here is pretty weak, so give me a thumbs up if you like the stream, and give me 2 thumbs down if you hate the stream. Let me know. So I appreciate the thumbs. What would you do to set yourself apart from the other developers looking to break into tech? By the way, you look good, bro. I appreciate it. Thanks. Communication skills is a big part of it. If you can communicate well, speak to the non-nerds as well as the nerds, you do well. That's my basic advice. I was worried we went from coding features, now they want me to trace all transactions. Oh, so do you want to trace, what, you're running like bank transactions? Chib Brubin? I'll definitely keep up with freelance gigs. I'm about to finish the first iteration of a site for a very good hair salon in my area. Hey, that's right. That's the way to do it, Trent. Cool. The way freelance works in terms of the business end of things, it starts off slow for most people, not all, but for most. You get 1 gig, then there's pause. You get the second, but you get better at it. You get better at negotiating. You get better at weeding out people who are going to waste your time rather. And then all of a sudden you get a flood of gigs, and because small businesses know other small businesses, so they're going to talk to each other. Hey, who did your website? Trent did my website. Oh, yeah, Trent's pretty good. Yeah, he's pretty good. And then next thing you know, you got all kinds of gigs. That's the way it goes. Should I worry when I go from coding assignments to some special project? No. Consider them opportunities to expand your skill sets. Do you think front-end development will not be a job in the next 5 years because AI tools, GPT and Figma, provide HTML, CSS code? No. Good front-end design is actually, in many respects, harder than back-end, believe it or not. It's easy to do crap front-end, but to do really good front-end design because it's there's much more to it than the code, so I wouldn't be too concerned about it. So if you want to know, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is a pretty good beer. South Florida. I'm not recommending you drink though. Uncle Steph rarely drinks. Thanks, man. Cheers. A bit retro. Do you know QBasic or Turbo Basic? Oh, no, man. I fell so in love with coding 30 years ago. I did some form of BASIC when I was in high school. I just knew it as basic, you know. I had a lot of go-to statements. I worked, my first code I ever wrote was on a Texas Instrument. I think it was called Texas Instruments TR99, I think it was called. And they had a sample program called the bouncing ball. So I wrote all this basic code, and then this ball went boop, boop, boop. Ew. Hey, what's up, man? Gregory. Cheers. I'm actually not in Miami. I am in Delray Beach, up north. But I'm liking it so far. Do you follow AI development much? Only peripherally. I plan to look closer at it very soon. Ashamed to say I bought into the hype recently and had a little bit of an existential crisis. But the more I actually look into it, the less worried I am. Exactly. I looked at it when it first came out, and I looked at it and I tested out GPT, and you know, the people. The coding is a small part of the job, so don't worry about it. Yes, Java and C# statistical. No one is hiring Go or Rust. Yeah, there you go. I got asked to help replacing a very old website, but the team wants to stick to old technologies. I have never heard of Stager, Markdown, Make Awk Shell Site Generator. Kind of weirdo. Or, well, the client is paying the bills, so you guys got to do what the client wants. Rudy Rabin says, Je parle français. Too. I am from Haiti, but living in Washington, Seattle, I guess. I started watching in 2020 when I was in Haiti. Ah, very cool, man. Very cool. Do you think you can make some content videos in French? I don't know. I don't know if my French is good enough for that, especially for technical discussions. I could try, maybe. What do you think how Web3 will affect web development? If so, how? I don't think it's going to have too much of an impact. I think Web3 is a niche technology right now. It may in the future, but right now I don't think it's going to have too much of an impact. How would you deal with situations where your experience tells you to mildly pivot technologies, but your team disagrees? E.g., app routing to server routing. Well, unfortunately, you have to deal with the group. If you're not the lead, what are you going to do? Just, don't get into a fight over it. Just say, I think we should go this route for these reasons. That's it. And if they disagree, say, okay, cool. But you've documented that you've suggested an alternate route. That's all. North Macedonia, Eastern Europe. It's 2 a.m. here. Hey, you're up late. Thanks for watching. Have you tried using WLS for development on Windows? No, I have not. It's pretty neat, in my opinion, better than VirtualBox, mainly in terms of speed. Oh, very, very cool. 6:41 a.m. in India. You're up early. Very cool. It was the TI-99-4A, my first computer too. Very good, James. Yes, I remember typing the bouncing ball program too. There you go. Yeah, I miss that computer. It's a lot of fun. What are some low-hanging fruit services can I offer potential clients to get my foot in the door? Websites. 44-year-old here. I know stuff from motion design to GFX, UI, UX, HTML, CSS. Then I got hit with a WordPress theme dev project from the marketing dep, and I remember you saying WordPress is not going anywhere. Yeah, pretty much. WordPress is too entrenched. there comes a point where technology becomes so, it's so entrenched, it's not going to go anywhere. And WordPress is one of those techs, you know. Thanks. Did I pass you? All right. You had a question? Hold on. Let me go up. I may have passed you. We're going to look for Yosef's question, and I'll be wrapping up the stream soon because it's almost an hour. My voice is getting a little terse. Not terse, a little rough. Yosef, I don't know. Did I see it? Write your question again, Yosef, and I will try to answer, but I don't find it here. Too many questions. Yeah, so Yosef, write your question again, and I will answer. I'm in a bootcamp learning JavaScript and C# for backend. Is C# bad for freelancing? Should I learn PHP to do freelance with PHP while working on .NET full stack dev? Yeah, it's just a question of demand. .NET and C# typically is larger organizations. Larger organizations are going to probably not hire too many freelancers. So you're going to be typically working, especially as a noob, with small businesses, and they are on PHP quite a bit. I'm from Portugal. I'm just starting out at the age of 35 and have decided to learn to program. I'm undecided between C++ or Python. Which should I choose to get the basics? 100% learn Python first. It's going to be much more approachable. So learn Python first, then you can decide where you want to pivot. Check out my Python course below. It's interactive, it's unique. It will teach you how to code super fast. I gotta go, Steph, what a dev should do when he got benched for the first time. Oh, are you benched? Benching happens to everybody. Don't take it personal. Look around at the job opportunities. Get your resume up and running. Start preparing to look for new jobs. Maybe start sending your resume out. You never know. You may be benched temporarily and then you're back on the job, or you may find yourself let go. So start getting ahead of it. Start looking around for new jobs. That's my bottom line. John, thank you, Uncle Staff. I truly appreciate your effort for this session. No problem. I appreciate you joining. Hey, Steph, enjoy those stone crabs. Oh, I murdered 3 pounds of stone crabs already. I'm down here. Many more to go. The great thing about stone crabs is that you don't kill them. It's ethical. Just curious, have you watched Doctor Who, a British TV show? Lyrics, of course. I used to watch Doctor Who all the time, back when I was a kid. What's the name of that? The Doctor Who. My favorite Doctor Who is the guy with the curly hair. I forget his name all of a sudden. Yeah, I used to watch Doctor Who all the time. I know there's a new Doctor Who. I haven't seen too many of those, but yeah, Doctor Who is great. Hey, Uncle Steph, what do you think about learning C# as first language? That's cool. I would learn C# was cool, but I think a Python would be easier, or a JavaScript. Maybe since you want to go to C#, I would maybe just jump to JavaScript. California Commercial B says, it's been a great show. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, we'll end off the show here. Are we doing? Ooh, it's coming up in 1 hour. What are your thoughts on AI potentially taking over portions of society? We don't want it to be like water treatment facilities, etc. I don't know about that. I understand this. Here's a lesson. Humans tend to be, they tend to overemphasize potential risk. This is the human nature, so I don't think so. Most lucrative demanded languages in future, aside from PHP and JS, in your opinion? I don't know if it's going to come down to language. I think there's going to be a lot of money in Java. I think there's going to be a lot of money in C#. Probably going to be a lot of money in iOS development with Swift. Yeah, just because people will get bored of Tom Baker. Exactly. Tom Baker was the actor for Doctor Who, my favorite I grew up with him. So, Steph, which AI tool do you think outputs the cleanest code? I haven't checked. I cannot say. I've only played with GPT, but there's several others, right? So you're gonna have to look into that. Baker, the fourth doctor, the best doctor. Yeah, I love Baker. If you want to learn C#, install Unity Engine and develop games. Quite fun. There you go. One important thing is when you're learning anything, make it fun. Make it fun. Because you're going to hit some bumps in the road, you know. It's going to be difficult a little bit at times, so make it fun. I've been well, man. Thanks for joining the stream. I think it's a chat problem because you passed me 3 times. Well, sorry about that. Here's your opportunity. Sorry, I'm in the bath and my keys are acting up. How much it will take to build my first Laravel project when I decide to be an e-learning, which I decided to be an e-learning platform. Depends on your feature set, you know. Really hard to say. What do you think about Vue.js? I prefer it over React and Angular. We use Vue on Studioweb. Top 3 front-end frameworks. Yeah, well, we know what they are. Hey, Uncle, Steph, I am on a computer science degree, 5 years, and we have a lot of modules, PHP, Java, C# framework, AI, IHM, and I feel like I'm learning nothing. What do you think it's better to master? Help. First thing you do, Mehdi, is to look at the job market, see where the demand is, and then based on that, concentrate on that. I have a feeling you'll see a lot more demand in the AI space, perhaps, but the web is always powerful. All right. Nobody's seen Yosef's questions. John Pertwee? What's that? Yay for TeamView. Hey, Uncle Steph, just wanted to say thank you for your live streams. Please keep doing them in the future. I do. Coding Focus, I do intend to do these on a regular basis now. I'll probably do them at around 7 o'clock. I'll try to do them 5 days a week going forward. So set your calendars. And this is your opportunity. We'll have discussions about many things, coding and beyond. Steph, what nationality are you? Your name is common Serbian culture. Thank you. Mishuk is Ukrainian. The family is originally from the Ukraine. In terms of AI tools, Git Copilot is awesome. Yeah, for auto-completing code. GPT for templating, writing basic concepts. I forget regex when GPT-3 came out. I forgot regex. What do you think the junior dev market will look like going to 2024? It's hard to say. It depends on the climate in terms of the economy. You see, when the economy booms, they hire everybody they can, so standards quality will drop. So devs, juniors or new to development will have a better chance of getting gigs. But so I don't know. But the solution, no matter what, is just to keep learning, keep building, and you'll get better and better, and you get better and better. I go, Steph, what do you think would be better, to look for an internship or for a junior dev position? Look for both, Daniel. You got to get your foot in the door with some real world work. That's the key. Look for freelance projects. Look for anything. You got to consider the first job that you do as a developer, whether it's paid or not, as the last part of your educational process. So if you get paid, that's a bonus. But even if you don't get paid, it's your first job, you have to understand that when employers are hiring new devs who've never coded before professionally, they got to train you up. So it's a cost to them. Steph, your name is Arabic. Excuse me, your name in Arabic is Osfan. Thank you very much. That's cool. Fun fact. All right, guys, it's been over an hour. I appreciate it. I will bring this stream to a close. If you like the stream, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, place them under the video, and I'll leave the video up. And if you want to do a meetup in South Florida in the next few weeks, leave a comment below, large caps, all caps, so I see it. And that's about it. See you guys soon. Thanks for joining. Okay, let's see. Last question. Some of you worry too much about the language. You'll be part of a large team working on a small part of the code, and soon you'll be rushing production and then fix the bugs. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. All right, guys. Cheers. I'll let you go. Thanks for joining the stream, and we shall see you soon. Do I have any sound effects here? Hold on. I'll have to set that up. All right. We'll talk soon, guys. Bye-bye. Yeah, below, check out Discord channel. It's free. Join it.